Well, I admit it. I was wrong. It's happened before. it's going to happen again, guaranteed. But I was wrong about something really important, and I want to share that with you today on this episode because what I was wrong about was employee engagement. Yeah, I had this messed up a few years ago. And that's what I want to talk with you about on this short form of the Confidence Covered by Humility podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Confidence Covered by Humility. My name is James Mayhew, and I'm the host of the podcast. And this is the podcast that we talk about what it means to lead our business, our team, or even inside of our home with humble confidence. And being wrong and admitting you're wrong is I think a real life example of confidence that's covered by humility. I'm telling you, I screwed this up. And the reason I want you to know this is because some of you are screwing it up in the same way. You don't mean to, your intentions aren't bad, but you make the same mistake that I had made and I'm currently now have fixed over the last several years. But what was happening that I was getting employee engagement wrong was I was equating that to how much you loved your job. And that is a really unfair expectation. And so what was happening is when I was at a company where that was my role to do this, every meeting that I was going into and every whether it was a group meeting or it was a one-on-one with a manager or, somebody in a leadership role, we were talking about, how they felt about the company and, what a great place this is to be. And we want you to love it. We need you to love it and all those things. And I might be laying it on a little thick there. I don't know if it was quite that bad, but looking back, 10 years ago, that's kind of what it felt like. Here's the thing. If you have a company filled with people who love their job, that's a great outcome. That's awesome. But if you set that as your goal, you are going to fail and you're going to cause people to be miserable as a result. You can, however, have a company filled with people who are engaged in the work around the things that are tangible and measurable. And see, love isn't tangible and measurable in this case. This is where I come back to say engaged employees, they know three things. They know what's expected of them. They know what to work on first, second, and third. And they know how they're doing. They know what they are doing well and where they can continue to grow. And that's it. Well, if you do all those three things well, does that ensure you're going to have 100% engagement across your company through all your employees? Well, the answer to that is a definite no. It's a hard no. However, it does create a culture of excellence around execution and around leadership and management. And when you do that well, when that's done well, you create an environment where people can thrive if they so choose to. And when that happens, when you create that environment for people to thrive, here's what you hear. You hear things like, I love my job. This is a great company. What I do matters. This is a great place to work. Those are the things that you hear. See, I was wrong about employee engagement because I was missing those three vitally important aspects of leadership and getting your team members engaged in the work. Don't make the same mistake that I made. I want you to know employee engagement, it is not rocket science, but it's also not for the faint of heart. It does take commitment and it does take consistent effort. It also takes a system that ensures that the right conversations are happening on a consistent basis. And that's what I get to help founders and business owners and executives do now. We achieve that through what I call my purpose-driven teams framework. Now, I'm going to end the podcast with just a little call to action here. If you want to know if that can help your company, can it help you get unstuck or capitalize on some low-hanging fruit that just feels like it's just out of reach? Well, how about we have a conversation today? My name is James Mayhew. I help companies of all sizes ensure that they have amazing and talented people doing exceptional work on the most important things. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I look forward to catching you again on the next episode of Confidence Covered by Humility.